Can you hit me up with a link as well?
Alright, yeah, I will do. Should be live.
Alright, nice.
Alright, that should be the link.
Thanks. Okay, yep. Okay, I'll put that in the groups.
Alright.
Okay, I've tweeted it. Just put it in Gartley real quick. Is anyone in? Is anyone in yet? Do you think?
Nope, not yet.
Okay, we'll give it a couple minutes as always.
As per.
Good evening, Ian. Oh yeah, so I've had a look. It's looking quite quiet actually on here. There's a few yuan things. There's some ALD and some
Yeah.
NIST.
Yeah, I had a
But
look.
other than that, it's not too much.
We don't trade Chinese.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Anyway, so.
There are some ALD and NIST further down the line, but other than that, it's quite quiet.
It's NUS news though, isn't it?
And ALD is both.
Oh, there's RBA, yeah. I think somewhere.
The Bank of Australia. It's nothing. It's not major though. It's like It's just a
Meeting.
minute.
Yeah.
Meeting.
Alright, okay. Yeah, let's start it up.
You?
Yep, anyone that's in here say hi.
Yeah.
We've got one viewer, apparently.
Oh.
Okay, do you wanna...
Okay. So yeah. So market preview as always, starting off with the fundamentals, important events coming up to FX Street. So this next week coming up is actually looking to be relatively quiet in the markets. There's a few high volatility events, but nothing much really. The biggest thing, to be honest, is on Monday, which is the GDP data coming out for the first quarter of the Chinese yuan, which we don't actually trade, so it's not really going to affect us very much in any way. And to be honest, that's probably the biggest news coming out this week.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then on Tuesday, Reserve Bank of Australia is releasing their meetings minutes. Although the main statistics from that meeting, so the interest rates and all of that good stuff, has actually already come out. So I doubt there'll be anything in there that will. It certainly won't be worth taking a news trade off.
Also, it's 2:30 in the morning. So.
Yeah. So yeah. So it's just perhaps something to keep an eye out if you're in a low time frame, something like that. Anyway, New Zealand dollar. There's some CPI data coming out. Consumer price index. That's inflation data for the first quarter. That's late at night as well. So that's something to look out for if you're in any New Zealand dollar trades.
Yep.
And other than that, it's pretty quiet. There's a lot of data on Friday, but nothing's really kind of big news coming out.
Yeah.
There is some for Canadian dollar. There is some CPI data, but it's not too major.
No. Also, but we should also look out for random news events, especially now with the unpredictable Trump and all that. So just be
Twitter
aware
is
for
a
that.
good place to go for that. Twitter is it's usually you might not think it, but it is literally the number one place to go for literally right now news.
Because it comes out instantly if you follow the right
Places
people.
like Bloomberg, all them. The first place I'll go to is Twitter.
Yeah, Bloomberg, CNN, Forex trading.
All of them huge accounts. So
let's start with the technicals now.
Yeah.
Go into the technicals.
So this is mine, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, just a quick one from me on this pair. This is the 1 hour 60-minute chart on the dollar Swiss franc. For all you advanced patterns, people who trade those, there's a Gartley forming. If you just want to draw that out real quick.
So hold on, we have an impulse leg down here, as you can see. This strong red move.
X to A leg.
That comes up to 618 retracement, but doesn't pass the 786.
So it meets the first leg meets our Gartley criteria.
Then the next leg comes past the 618, so we're fine there as well.
Yep. And so that's our X to A leg, A to B leg, and B to C leg. All the criteria have been nicely met.
So our entry for conventional entry would be the 127 here.
Yeah.
Would go short at this level or just before to account for spread and all that. Stops typically go above here, but we can also look for.
There's a little bit of structure before, so
Yeah.
when I drew it out myself, I was going for a little bit more of a conservative stop above that structure.
So
So around there, yeah.
about that, and then.
Yep. In targets, we look for the A to D retracement, the 382.
So 382's here. That gives us quite
a
nice.
Decent risk reward, nearly 1 to 8.
And if you are going for 1 to 1.8, not 1 to 8.
Sorry, well, yeah. So for second targets, you do have to be careful of that weekly level.
Yeah, there is a weekly level also on high time frames. Is quite choppy around this area, this level here as well. So if you do go for second targets, be careful, but
just be wary of that, yeah.
But your stop would be at break even anyway, so it wouldn't be too that bad.
Yeah.
RSI does look like it's coming into.
We are
overbought.
Hopefully, if we just keep seeing some bullish candles from our entry nice and quickly, our RSI should be looking, soon be overbought, which is good conditions to go short.
Yep.
As the market should be making a bearish move. So for what we take as overbought is 80, and our stop's 20. If you can see.
Mine's at 70 right now, so.
Yeah.
If I just change it to 80 really quick.
80 and 20. Yeah, nice.
And I usually set the period or length as 8 or 7 because it's quite quick, so it picks up these small moves. But
you want it to be quite sort of fast reacting.
Yeah, so that if it does move up into this level here, this area, it probably will be oversold if it moves at this pace. And also, if you have a look, it's been in this kind of area in the uptrend, and we've recently been after these series of high highs and high lows, we've started making lower highs and lower lows, as you can see, which could indicate the reversal, which would be good for our Gali.
Yep.
That's it for this pair. Now I want to look at a few pairs. A lot of them are Australian dollar and euro pairs. So if we look at the weekly of euro out, first of all, it's in a downtrend for the most recent part, and also if you do look at it more broadly, it is technically in a downtrend, so we're looking for short positions. Also on the daily downtrend. Now we looked at this pair last week on the, I think it was 4-hour chart, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
And we were looking at it as it came in to this weekly level, which I haven't got marked on here, but I think it was this kind of area. And I was saying look for short positions off a break of the trend line. Hold on, I gotta change this to black. Off this kind of trend line here. And there was a break. If you took on a lower time frame, you would have got in that move quite nicely.
Nice trade there, yeah.
But it still has down potential. Probably this area before seeing a short, probably quite choppy reversal or correction, sorry, before a bigger move down, and the down move is going to come probably to let me just get this here, 1.36. So we're looking for that in the longer term. So on the shorter term, take trend continuation patterns down. So right now I'm actually looking at entry as soon as the market opens. I want to take on the 2-hour probably. This will just give me a quick short trade down. to here, to this level here. Probably take it to about there though. So just a quick trade. But if this does it, I don't think it'll break below just yet. So we're probably looking, at it coming up first and then dropping. So we'll just have to wait. Hopefully it does break out in the London session.
Wait.
Even though it is Easter. What is it? Some Easter something tomorrow? Good Monday? I don't know, something like that. some stuff like that. So the markets are slow. So it's probably going to range within this, as it did on Friday, Easter Friday or something like that. Yeah. So this is at the moment one of my favorite pairs. Because if you have a look at our website, we posted this analysis last Sunday, as well as putting it in the video. So if I
just what we covered in the market preview last week.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so here's the analysis. You can read this for yourself. And as you can see, I said sell on break of trend line. There was the break of the trend line here, and it's moved down. But I'm still looking for slightly more downsides. But yeah, this is why that's one of my favorite pairs at the moment, especially because the head and shoulders kind of pattern set. Pattern setting up here, which is just broken now. If I just draw this, so the head and shoulders is now broken. This is what we call a head and shoulders pattern, like this.
That's another reason for entry.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the left shoulder, head, and right shoulder.
And also, if anyone trades engulfing patterns, engulfing candle here off this weekly level.
Yep.
So, really good time to get short.
Lots of entry reasons.
Yeah, lots of confluence and entry reasons. So, this is a good pair to trade. So, definitely put this on our put your radar.
Watch list.
Watch list, yeah. And also from an Elliott wave perspective, we've had a BC correction. The correction's now over, coming into wave 1. As you can see, sharp, impulsive, so it's good characteristic of wave 1. Then we've come up, put in the correction wave. This is all in. I think this is probably I haven't properly counted this. I don't think. Maybe I have. No, I haven't. Okay, but the correction's over, because it has come into this 618, which is now reversed off, and it's come straight down. It's going to come and then do that, and then come all the way down. But this is the pair to look at.
If you want to keep up to date on how it works out, if you can't quite do the analysis yourself, then this will be in our. It will most likely be in our signal service.
Yeah. I'll
find on our website.
Yeah, I'll just drop the website link in the comment section now.
Okay. If you ever do want to just look for our website, it's on our YouTube channel and on our Instagram and Twitter. Like literally everywhere it's there.
Yeah. Also, just to note quickly, divergence here on the daily. When divergence happens on the 4 hour, it lasts for days. When the correction move lasts for days. When it happens on the daily, it lasts for weeks. And when it happens on the weekly, it lasts for months. So, on the daily, so this is gonna most likely this move down is gonna last for weeks. So this is why I'm also looking at this area here. But it will be quite sharp, quite quick. Alright, next one. This isn't the best pair to trade, but it is looking good from what I've counted with the Elliott waves. So I've fully counted all this out, and I've looked at a few different scenarios. With this is the impulse, and then this all being a choppy correction. So you can have a look for yourself. So I'm looking at a possible either contracting triangle for a D, then an E before the up move. Or I'm looking at a few different things basically, but this is a good trend line to look at for a break. If I drop down to the daily, it's now just bounced off that trend line after making a 5-wave impulse. We're now currently in a ABC correction, zigzag correction. So here's a zigzag coming down. I'm looking at this red zone here as the end of the correction for the bounce up. Normally the deeper the correction, the bigger the up move afterwards. So at the moment it's at a 618, so it could reverse now. And I probably will take the trade if it breaks out this channel here, just to look for some upside, or the 786, deeper retracement, could also then send it up. And the break of this trend line here is going to be the most important, so watch out for that. So looking at the 4 hour, I'm ignoring this spike down because that was news based, so I'm counting this as a flag. So I might look for a short opportunity just down into this area, or a long opportunity if it breaks out of the trend line here. So that's basically it for this pair.
Nice, yeah.
Dolly, and this one's quite interesting. This is probably the main zone to look for the end of the correction, but after it's corrected down to here, big up move incoming. This is, I think, this C level here, this C leg or wave will be the 618. Yep, as you can't really see, but this yellow is a 618 here. It's currently just gone under the 50% mark, so it's probably going to come down to here before then coming up. This is also, I'm basing this off this 5-wave impulse up here, and then the zigzag correction, ABC, but we'll have to see. So not much to do on this pair at the moment. Maybe look for, I wouldn't really look for a shorting opportunity because it's now hitting this trend line here. If you have a look at the daily, it's been respected.
Yeah.
So we can expect a move here. But
So we're just in a situation where we should not try and force a trade,
yeah,
but just wait for the market to tell us what it's planning on doing. You know?
yeah, exactly. So this might not happen this week, but in the next few weeks, looking at the break of this trend line, it's like a flag on the weekly basically. That's gonna send the market up pretty high, so that's significant. RSI on the daily is looking promising at the moment. It is starting to flatten out here, especially after such a big down move. Like, that amount of flatness is quite strong. But we'll have to just wait on this one for now.
Just see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. So I've done some analysis on pound New Zealand dollar. This one, I'm looking for a short opportunity, but I kind of want it to go a little bit higher into this zone. But if it does break this trend line on the daily, I am going to look for shorts on the 1 hour and 4 hour, probably on the 1 hour. But it has put in a ridiculous amount of divergence here. If you compare this angle up, this angle to the flatness here, there's a big difference. But yeah, this one's a short for the next week. It is also, if you guys trade pin bars, it has last week put in this. Yeah, it's put that in at this strong level here, and it's a really strong downtrend, as you can see.
Mm.
So it is probably looking to continue it. You could take this trade down to the bottom of the range, or the middle of the range, or possibly take half off one of these levels, then look for the continuation with trailing stops or something like that. All depends on how you guys want to trade it, but that's my analysis for this pair. I'll just quickly say this is the completion of wave 4 on this larger move. If I go to the monthly, here's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting this as the completion. When we see a sharp correction or sharp completion on the wave 2, we typically see a flatter one with the 4th wave, which is exactly what's happened. This is kind of set up a nice flag here, which is now at the top of the range, so it is looking like a really nice short. But we'll have to see. I don't think I have any other analysis. I have just quickly gone over Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. This one's actually a really good buy at the moment. So this correction has all been in 3s. 3, 3, 3, 3, and now it's coming down for 3 up here. So if you can get in long, that'll be great, because this is a great opportunity. If I drop down to the 1 hour for immediate trades, this is all choppy because of the Friday being no banks being open, well, most banks being closed. So it has kind of had a flag breakout, but obviously not very significant. So you could wait for it to move up before then looking for an opportunity, or you could just go long now. I'm probably going to look for a new opportunity. But that's it. This is a really good buy at the moment, especially all this Australian dollar strength, sending this one down because it's the second pair, sending this one down, sending this one up. So we'll just have to see into next week, but that's it. Do you have anything to say, Crom?
No, that looks good. You are much more educated than I am on Elliott waves, so I think I'm just gonna. I don't know those as nearly as well as you. So.
Yeah, no, fair enough. But anything? Do you have anything to say about like any?
No, it's looking good. I'd agree. I mean, when I look at it, I would try and find confluence from more structural and specifically technical levels and to what you're saying, rather than from Elliott waves.
Yeah.
And things with sort of retracements and trend lines, they do seem to work out. So.
Yep.
So it's looking good.
So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Archer says hello, and hello, K-Dog.
Wagwan.
Wagwan, our chiddly chit. If anyone has any questions, just feel free to ask now.
Yeah.
This analysis, or the most important of this analysis, will be posted just in a probably in half an hour or so. On our analysis page here. Also go follow our Instagram.
Yep. Freshly set up.
Yeah, freshly set up. We'll be posting major announcements here.
Yeah.
Like this live stream we put on our story.
Yeah.
Also we'll just do more
anything
personal
big
things here
that we're going to be doing announced will be on there. So like our flag pattern course and our basic trading course has just been released. All that stuff will be on here.
Yeah. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Where's the end button?